Hello, thank you for practicing with me today. This is a nice soothing practice that can be done as you're waking up or right before bed, something for calming. So take a moment and sit tall. You can always place a bolster, a pillow, a blanket underneath the hips if you'd like to lift the spine a bit. Whatever seat you choose, feel as if you're stacking the vertebra. Feel that nice soft lifting through the top of the head. And if you're comfortable, close the eyes here. Begin to focus on the breath. Slow it down a bit. You can constrict the muscles at the back of the throat, just as if you are going to whisper with the lips closed, and you might be able to hear your own breath on both the inhales and the exhales. Bring your right hand to the low belly. Bring the left hand above the heart. Breathing in and out through the nose. Begin to notice the heart lifting, the rib cage expanding, and the belly shifting forward. And as you exhale, just take time to notice these subtle movements in reverse. One more cycle of breath here. And as you exhale, allow the hands to come down onto the legs or the knees. Blink the eyes softly open, and we're going to take a few cycles of cat and cow here. So I will turn to the side so that you can see the movement. And once you've seen it a couple of times, you can join in when you'd like. As you exhale, allow yourself to rock back on the sits bones, round the spine, and the gaze shifts down. As you inhale through the nose, start to sit taller, arch the back, lift the heart and possibly the gaze. Exhale, rounding the spine and shifting the gaze down. Inhale, rock forward and lift the gaze up. Even here you can find pauses at the top of the breath full of air and at the bottom of the breath empty. Always feel like you can move with the cycle of your breath. Notice how the body is feeling today and always accommodate it. Skip any postures that cause pain. And notice where you feel that nice deep stretching. Take time to come up through center and bring the arms gently down by your sides. As you inhale, lift both hands up. As you exhale, lower the right hand back down close to you on the mat. As you inhale, lift higher through the left fingertips. As you exhale, bend the elbows softly, keeping both hip bones down. As you inhale, press off the right and lift it. As you exhale, lower the left hand back down, close to you on the mat. Inhale, lift the right. Exhale, bend the elbows to deepen. As you inhale, press off the left and lift it. As you exhale, lower the right again, and this time, if you care to, walk it away from you a bit against the mat. Try to keep this left hip down. Press your left side rib cage to the left side of the room. If you'd like to, as you inhale, look up towards that inner left elbow. And as you exhale, look down to the floor on the right. As you inhale, look forward and lift the right arm up. As you exhale, lower the left. Walk it away from you. Inhale, lift. And bend the elbows to deepen, pressing your right side rib cage towards the wall on your right. Use an inhale to press off the left and lift it, and bring all that energy right back down into the center of your chest. Close the eyes and find 3 breaths. As you inhale, lift the arms. As you exhale, twist to your right. Bring that left hand onto the right leg. Bring the right hand back behind you. And think about squaring your shoulders off to the right side of the room. Inhale deeply. And as you exhale, turn the gaze to the wall behind you. As you inhale, sweep the arms and the upper body through center. As you exhale to the other side. Use the back hand for a little support. Keep the chin nice and level to keep all sides of the neck really long. 1 more breath. As you inhale again, sweep the arms up, and as you exhale, bring them all back down. We're going to bring the legs out in front of us, and we're going to take time to come in to some stretching here. Take a moment to bring the legs out. You're going to bend the right knee in. Now, if you ever need to, you can modify here by placing the interlaced fingers behind the thigh. If you're able to, pull the heel in closer. Interlace the fingers. Place them on the front of the shin and begin to sit tall, flexing the extended foot. Really try to inflate the front of that rib cage forward against that thigh. And as you exhale, hug the elbows in tight and pull the elbows towards the earth on either side of you. Inhaling deep. Exhale, squeeze. Rock back, release the grip, and let that right knee track off to your right side body. Place the hands on either side of you. As you inhale, sweep the arms, and as you exhale, fall over the left leg. You can leave the hands framing the leg. If you can reach the foot, feel free. If you feel more comfortable, you can always wrap a belt around the foot for leverage. But focus on the breath. Unclench the forehead, let go of the jawline, and find 3 more breaths. You can use the hands to help yourself back up. Manually lift this right leg gently. Feel free to put a pillow under there if you need to. Lift the left. You can modify by keeping the heel on the mat and keeping the knee not so bent. Interlace the fingers the other way. If you have the ability, pull that heel in. Place the hands on the shin and press the left side rib cage right up against that thigh. Think about squeezing from the fingertips all the way to the armpits. Strong flexation of the extended foot. 1 more breath. Rock back, release the grip. You can wiggle the fingers around a bit or shake them out. Allow the left knee to track off gently. Once again, you can place a pillow underneath there. You could also place one underneath the right knee. It's more important to have the feet flexed than the legs perfectly straight. So you can start with the hands on either side of you. If you'd like to, inhale, sweep the arms up, and as you exhale, find the placement that feels right on this side or behind you. Think about lifting the navel in and up and breathing deeply. You can use the hands to help yourself back up. Lift the left knee manually, extend it out, shake the legs out a bit, bring them up to the front of the mat, and we'll just do a couple of postures on our back body. Lift the arms up and come down, using the hands to help or not. Allow the arms to rest by your sides, face down. Bend one knee at a time, bringing the feet flat to the mat. Bring the heels close to the hips if they have the ability, and the 10 toes face forward. You can lift the hips just enough to slide the thumbs underneath the back body. Spread the fingers wide. Let the back of the head rest onto the mat. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, press into the feet and let the hips rise for bridge. Now, if you're feeling fatigued today, you can just lift as you inhale and lower as you exhale. Building strength, you might be able to stay lifted for 2 breaths and then 3. But if you have the strength to stay lifted, you can interlace the fingers underneath the back body. From there, you can roll the outer edges of the shoulders closer together underneath you. And from here, you can work the entire arms pressing down and helping the legs. Think about engaging the glutes on the back body. Think about pressing your feet against the mat to get better leverage to lift the hips. And if you'd like a little more this morning, as you inhale, you can lift one flexed foot and you can place it back down. Inhale, lift the other. Exhale, place it back down, finding a marching bridge. Each posture you can find movement or stillness with the breath. Find an even amount on either side if the feet are marching. Walk the heels in closer to the shoulders if possible. If the hands are bound underneath you, release the grip and turn the palms face down. Unwind the outer edges of the shoulders. And as you inhale again, lift the heels high. And as you exhale, roll from the top of your spine, working your way back down. Straighten the legs one at a time. Inhale the arms up and overhead and begin to point the toes. Reach through the fingertips, point through the toes, arch the low back and spread the fingers and toes wide. And as you exhale, bend the right knee, lower the arms, bring the hands to that shin. Flex both feet. Optional if you'd like to, lift the back of the head, tighten the grips with the arms, and try to shine your face towards that right knee. Inhale. As you exhale, lower the back of the head back down, extend the right leg down to meet the left. Same thing other side. Bend the left knee. Bring the other hand on top if you can. Flex both feet and lift the back of the head if you'd like, shining your forehead towards that knee. Exhale, lower back down. Extend the left leg all the way down to meet the right. One more, let's do a spinal twist. Bend just the right knee, place your foot flat on the mat. If the shoulders are giving you trouble, you can bring the arms down by your sides. If you care to add the shoulders, you can cactus the arms, bending them out 90 degrees. Or the arms can be straight and strong, palms can be up or down. I think we'll try down today. So using the right foot that's on the mat, you are going to pick your hips up and over to the right a couple of times. You're canted onto the left hip and the right hip is lifted all together. Lift and flex the right foot and allow the left hand to come across to guide the right knee across the body. If it feels right, turn your gaze over the right hand as the knee drifts to the left. You have options. You could place the knee right on that hand and keep it lifted. It could hang in mid-air, but you're looking to keep your right shoulder and arm down, even if the knee is lifted. Find 4 breaths here. You might feel the body almost softly beginning to unwind at the top of the inhale, and the twist will deepen at the bottom of the exhales. Slowly let the right knee cross the body. Bring the right foot back into the mat with the knee bent so that you can pick the hips back up and over through center. Readjust the body on the mat. Straighten your right leg down to meet the left. Flex both feet. Bend the left knee, same thing other side. So we're going to pick the hips up and over to the left a few times. Lift the left foot and flex it. Allow the right hand to come over to guide the left knee across the body, and perhaps the gaze turns over the left hand or shoulder as the knee drifts towards the wall on your right. You can shift the gaze hard left here if you care to, and it'll be down on the mat beyond your left shoulder. Use an exhalation to allow that leg to come back softly. Place that left foot back into the earth. Pick the hips up and over through center. Take time to bend both knees. Lower your arms by your sides, reposition yourself, and gather the knees against the front body. This can be done with just the hands on the knees. You can lift the back of the head and wrap the arms around the legs more tightly if you choose. And just take a moment to lower the back of the head if it's lifted. You can move the knees and legs left and right a few times. You can try moving the knees in little circles against the ceiling, both clockwise and counterclockwise. But find all the places on the back body that might like a little massage against the mat. You can even bend the knees deeply and bring the hands to the fronts of the knees. Optional, lift the back of the head and round the forehead towards the knees. And then just let yourself come back down. Take a moment to straighten out the legs and just a few breaths in Shavasana here. The arms can be comfortably down by your sides or on the top of the abdomen or rib cage. If you're not comfortable laying flat on the back, allow the knees to bend. And you can bring the feet wider than the knees and they can rest. Let the breath come back to a more natural cadence. And just notice how everything feels. Shavasana. When the time is right, bring the small movements back in. You can begin to bend the knees and place the bottoms of the feet flat on the mat. You can always let the knees softly windshield wiper right and left. You can allow the knees to roll to one side. You can extend an arm and rest your head against the arm as a pillow. And then take time to use the hands to come back to any comfortable seat. Bring the hands back to prayer position in the heart eventually. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.